Yo, what's up? I am now making my video on why I want to join Myth. Now, I have a couple talking points up, and I'm just gonna let it roll and kind of cut comment like the old days into something. So, I'm just gonna start off with the fact that I love the COD community. I think the COD community is a lot different than a lot of other communities in the sense that, granted, there's always, the bad sides in the drama, but the COD community kind of always finds a way to come together to kind of support big movements, support things. We're always kind of here for each other in a sense, if that makes sense, whether it be, Rydog and Fumes freaking trying to rebuild Obey and then, Obey collapsing. Everyone was behind the rebuild of Obey and then the whole thing went down with Obey. But now that community, that uprise that was made with Rydog, with Fumes, all that energy and power that got made, that's still stuck because we're still a community. It wasn't just about the name of Obey. It was the community coming together to try and keep it alive, keep the community alive. And then now Rydog and Fume still getting support in the teams that they've gone on to, Soar and Ghost and everything. And I think that, you know, this is the prime time with the community trying to revitalize itself to not only, revitalize the community, but revitalize it into something new. Like me, I started really getting into the COD community in Modern Warfare 2019. I saw teams like Obey, I saw teams like Soar hitting clips, and that was the first team that I really grinded for was Obey. I went for the Obey Modern Warfare 2019 RC, and that really made me find the love that I have for the COD community. It was posting my clips and getting the support and seeing people, seeing people with the Obey clan tag in my game. We're all grinding, we're all trying to hit clips together, we're all trying to join a team to kind of show our skills to the rest of the community. And I loved that at the time. I absolutely loved that, and that kept me going throughout the rest of the CODs, and it kind of led me to joining and leading some of the biggest, COD teams in the community. And I'll get into that more later, but, that's kind of where I started. And even just like a year or so in, I wanted to bring a new kind of taste, a new style to the COD community because, it's the COD community. It's about Call of Duty. But I feel like with the way our community is, how I was kind of describing, I feel like we could take this community and expand it into so much more. Because, FaZe did that, Obey did that for a bit with the Obey House, Red did that for a bit with the Red House. You know, taking uh taking COD content, and then now all these guys who we all got the same personality, the same, love for gaming and streaming and creating content, we now were like, okay, let's add vlog content into the mix. Now, let's now take the group, let's take the boys, whether that be in person and also the boys online, and turn that, into content. Let's get the boys together in a house. Let's make some goofy content because we're all the same in a sense. We all got that same goofy personality. We're all kind of born in the same year range. So it's really easy for us to just get in a house and make funny content. And at the end of the day, you're still sitting at your setup, making clips, but you're also going out, you're traveling, you're vlogging it like the Red House was doing, like the Obey House was doing, and FaZe, went super, super, super far with it and did some really crazy stuff with it, which I like. But as you were saying, they kind of had the wrong approach. I feel like they stopped in a sense. I feel like they could have gone further. Now, with me, I absolutely love variety content. I love traveling. Recently, I met up with some longtime buddies that I met, on COD and went to Cali. So, I've I made a bunch of vlog clips on going to Cali that I just, haven't thrown into a vlog video and kind of thrown it up on my channel. But that's the point. It's like I traveled and met up with homies, and I want to make more content like that. I feel like the community loves content like that. Loves in person the boys getting together making content. And to kind of go back and touch on what I was saying before, I don't want it to just stop at vlog content or, baseline variety content like vlogging, because I love that. But I also think that the COD community, as I was saying, could be so much more. I also want to throw in like other games. Like for me, I've tried to throw in Beat Saber into my streams and stuff because I like playing Beat Saber content competitively. I like playing Beat Saber competitively. I'll throw a clip up on screen. That's the one thing that I kind of really want to get good at, aside from making content and things like that. I tried to throw Beat Saber into the mix. I've streamed Tarkov. I've made Tarkov content.
Oh, that's a PMC, and I dumpstered him! Get out of here, idiot!
And I've streamed, a bunch of other games, and I've tried to kind of personally expand the variety of the COD community and turn it into less of the COD community and more of the community. I don't really know what to call it aside from just like we're all a group of homies that love this one game, and we all like a bunch of other games, and we should be able to expand it into that. We like the vlog content, we like the variety of games, and we need more people pushing that agenda. We need more people, more teams, more like a face to kind of be that spearhead and push the community into being something broader, something wider, doing stuff like that variety content. To touch on kind of like the teams I've been in, like I have mad experience when it comes to leading and owning teams. I owned Malicious Threat for a while. I tried to bring that team back. Unfortunately, I just, things fell through on that end with not being able to get access to the YouTube and things like that, which was annoying. But I was a lead sniper for SOAR. I was the lead manager for Wolfpack when Wolfpack was trying to make its comeback. I was a streamer for Psycho, which is probably one of the biggest teams that I've been able to be a streamer for. I love streaming for Psycho. Then, in smaller teams for sniping like Surf and things like that, because I do like creating, that sniping content. But I'll just say it again, I love putting effort into the community, and I really want to grow it into something more than just, a COD community. I have that passion and that drive, and I want to be around other people that have that passion and that drive, so it doesn't have to be, a lone wolf. Although, I love wolves, that's kind of my whole branding. But, wolves, sure, they can strive alone, but they definitely strive a lot better in a pack. That's the whole thing, the wolf pack mentality. I want to get, a group of people together like what you're trying to do. I want to be a part of this group that's trying to do something different, that's trying to pave a new way, a new standard, do something different, make a difference, do kind of leave that legacy, do something that people look back and go, wow, they really kind of changed it. They set the new norm. I really want to be a part of that. And you can see in the content that's up on my channel, you can see in just the passion and like editing effort that I'm putting into just this small video, because I really do want to create a difference. I like putting, effort and passion into any form of content that I make. So getting back to how like I got into the COD community and back in 2019 grinding for Obey, pretty much when I had nothing. I had like 15 followers and I wasn't even on PC yet. But that's kind of the whole point, is I saw all these people grinding for this really big team, and I knew that I had the skill. And granted, I was still learning about clip standards and everything like that, but I still gave it my all. I put that clan tag on, and I was staying up every night, grinding clips with my friends, grinding clips alone, just grinding, trying to, hit those bangers so I could show people like, no matter the numbers that you have, no matter, how small you are, if you put the effort in, you can make it. And that's kind of what I always strived on. And granted, if you look at my Obey RC video, those clips were barely like, there was not a single like, Modern Warfare 2019 clip standard, like there was not a single one of those clips was up to standards by any means, but I had fun. I had fun making that. Dude, I was playing on my Xbox. Those are like 30 FPS, 720p clips, but I was downloading them from my Xbox onto the Xbox app on my phone and editing the whole thing on my phone. I literally stayed up all night like editing that and making sure like it was as, perfect as it could be, just because I have that kind of passion and I have that, drive. And uh I've kind of continued to do that throughout doing, my Synergy RC as well. Like I really showed kind of how unique my streaming content can be and how goofy and how outgoing I can be with kind of my streaming content. And if you kind of want to see more of that, there I have the stream highlights in that RC response video up on my channel, where you can really see the goofy stuff that I get up to and the ways that I try and make, you know, a COD content more than just clips. I really want to make content more than just, the clips, because the clips are great and we love the montages, and I guarantee you we can still keep that around, but I just really want to be a part of this expansion and doing something crazy that no one else kind of has the balls to do. Like, let's do that. Oh yeah, just to also add in a little bit about me, personally, uh, after kind of so yeah, also to throw a little bit in about me, so it's not just about kind of like my vision and what I want to do, so you can get to know me a little bit more. I'm going through EMT school. This is actually the second time I'm going through EMT school. It just didn't fully work out the first time because of some real life stuff going on. But personally, I have that passion to help people, to kind of strive, as I really think that I have that leadership and I have that mentality that I really want to, be out there and helping people. And I know being an EMT can be a busy job. I've been an intern before. I've done it. But I still do believe I have plenty of time to help, take Myth in the right direction. I really kind of want to be on board and help out where I can, because I do believe I kind of have that in me to do so. And aside from that, you'll see in the clips in the edit that I throw in that I also play. I like playing a variety of games. I don't just want to stick to COD. So let's do that. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh, that was disgusting. Oh, I'm so sorry, Heavy. I'm just like...
Yeah, I know.
Dude, that was an insane flip. Dude, that was an insane flip.
He's crazy with it. He's crazy with it.
Genuinely, though. Genuinely, though, that's 3, dude. Genuinely, though, that's 3, dude.
We lost a boat?
Carry the boat.
Oh, put the boat. I'm on a boat, yeah. It's going fast, yeah. Whatever.
Dude, this game sucks, bro. Oh my god.
Taking B.
Hostile front. Confirming kill. 5 of them.
Locked down.